Okay, I'm recording the meeting. And so we have four of us here. So why don't we get started? We can at least open the public hearing for the no parking areas and we can move on. So I'd like to make a motion to open the January 7th, 2021 town board meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion to open the public hearing for amendment of the no parking areas 133-17 of the town ordinance.
Second, Alex.
Okay, and so there's, we've posted the law. It's one change has been made to the text in section 119.10 part D to read an area starting 10 feet from the intersection of Gatehouse Road to 380 degrees to the north. 380 feet to the north on the east and west side of White Oaks Lane with an intermediate no parking sign placed at 200 feet from the sign closest to Gatehouse Road. No parking will only be allowed in the 380-degree parking area designated between the first and last side. And so we're gonna, I don't think there's anyone here for public comment, but we're gonna leave this open for the whole, for this whole meeting. And if someone comes on, we will ask before the end of the meeting. And so we'll capture everything. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And so with that, we'll move on to the town board portion of the meeting. And if I'd like to have people stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Oh, wait, I'd like to open the town board meeting. I'd like to make a motion to open the town board meeting of January 7th.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. So let's see, announcements. Okay, approval of the agenda. I'd like to make a motion to approve the meeting agenda as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I'd like to, announcements. All town offices will be closed on Monday, January 18th in observance of the holiday. And if anyone's here for public input,
I have two announcements, Neil.
Okay, sorry, David, go ahead.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, two quick announcements. The first is that really to remind certainly my fellow town board member colleagues and the general public that on Monday, January 11th at the town planning board meeting, 7 p.m. start, we will have a little bit of a workshop on critical environmental areas. And so folks who are interested in discussing critical environmental areas or have comments on that or want to hear more about critical environmental areas, that will be an opportunity to do that 7 p.m. on Monday at the planning board meeting. That's my first announcement. And my second announcement is I want to let my fellow town board members know and the general public that this is the fourth year and final year of my term in office as a town board member. And I will not be running for re-election next year. The organization that I am running is needing much more of my attention at this time. And given COVID and some of the challenges that has presented to us, and I will not have as much time to dedicate to the town board. So I just want to make that announcement up front so folks who are thinking about running for a seat know that there's going to be an open seat for town board, and encourage people to think about serving with this incredible team of folks who are helping lead our town, and really encourage people to step in. It's been a true honor to work with everyone, and I look forward to the best year ever coming this year, and working hard on so many exciting things that are happening. But I just view the work we've done just really excited about all the work we're doing, and looking forward to my fourth year. But wanted to let people know there's going to be an open seat.
Thanks, David. And I'm glad you're around for another year. Thank God. And so anyone else have any other announcements? If not, no one is here, but if anyone comes to the meeting, does anyone have any comments? If not, we'll just move on to the first item on the agenda, and that's the seeker review for Henry W. Du Bois Road Improvement Project. And I'd like to hand it over to Christy DeCoco. She's the lead engineer on this project, doing a phenomenal job. And so all of this information is on the town's website if people want to look at it, if anyone is curious about looking at this. But I'm going to hand it over to you, Christy. I've made you a co-host. I don't know if you need to share anything. Everyone should have all of their documents with them, so I don't think we need to share, but it's up to you. You can do whatever you'd like. So
thank you, Neil, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me. The reason that we're here tonight, is Supervisor mentioned, is because we are at the point where we feel that there has been enough, that we have done enough of our research and information, that we are at the point where seeker can be evaluated and completed. We have to date gone through the first round of public comment and a public meeting. We have submitted the draft design report to the Department of Transportation, and they coordinated on our behalf with other environmental agencies. And we've since gotten all of that feedback from them. And we have now concluded the section 106, which is historic resources, the environmental clearances related to endangered and threatened species. That was coordinated with DOT through with DOT and then FHWA. And so we're at this point now where we wanted to present this to you. We have provided in your packet, you have the short form parts 2 and 3. If you remember, in the summer, the town board declared their intent to be lead agent. We went through the 30-day review period and only heard back from DEC. So the town board is now the lead agent. And so we're at this point now where parts 2 and 3 are before you. We did not necessarily need to respond to all of the questions or provide documentation for all of the questions in part 2. We did, just so that you had the same information that we had. We wanted to make sure that we were clear and transparent about what our interpretations are of the impacts the project has on the environment and the surrounding community. And so that memo is attached at the back of the 2 parts. So it is our feeling and our interpretation. The board is free to decide differently, but based on all of the information that we've received to date and the coordination that we've done, we are in the position that we feel, we have the opinion that there is a negative declaration with regards to seeker. This project will have a lot of positive environmental benefits, and it is our belief that we will leave Henry W. Du Bois in a better state than which we found it. So with that, I'd like to answer any questions or concerns or thoughts that any of you have or would like to discuss.
Did anyone know? Anyone have anything they want to ask about? I mean, we do a lot of these, and I have to say I really like the way that you guys put this together with the kind of the determination and the documentation. It's kind of, I like it. Makes it I think a lot easier and a lot more transparent for everyone.
Well, we also realize too that we are very close to this project. Obviously, I mean, we're living and breathing it every day. And while I know that all of you are still involved and engaged, it's a different closeness and proximity. So that was one of the reasons that we pulled it together, so that we could share what our thoughts were and bring you some of the information that maybe you weren't already thinking about, or we just wanted to be clear, I guess, as to what formulated our thought process.
Okay. Anyone else? If not, so we have the.
I'll say something quick. I'll just say that, yeah, it was really thorough and I really appreciate it. So wonderful job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So we have a resolution approving the seeker neg deck. Determination of non-significance has been posted on the town website. So I'd like to make a motion to pass the resolution.
Second.
That's Dan.
Yep.
And if there's any discussion? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
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 And any opposed? All right, it's unanimous. Thank you, Christie.
You're welcome. What we will do from this point forward, just, I know that maybe there's not a whole bunch of members from the public here tonight, but this is a public recording. For information purposes, our next steps are to take this seeker documentation. We will continue addressing the comments that we received during the public comment period. And our next step will be to submit the final design report addressing DOT's comments, the public's comments, any comments that we've seen from the town and the village, and then looking to determine the preferred alternative in that final design report and getting design approval. From that point forward, once we receive design approval from the department and through the town, that's the point in which we will begin detailed design. We'll be authorized to, well, we have to request authorization for detailed design, but once we get that authorization, then we will begin detailed design. We do envision one additional public engagement session that will be held in the spring, and that will be to focus on some of the more detailed components of this project. A lot of the traffic calming elements. Once we know a preferred alternative, which we believe we have, we are going to do some more design and then talk about the placement of them. What are the treatments that we are considering, and get the public's feedback on those traffic calming elements before we continue all the way to the end of design. So we will post this information on the website, and the website is a great place to go if you're looking for information about the project. You can either go to the town's website, which has a link to it, or you can access it at walkbikehwd.weebly.com. And if anybody has any comments or questions, you can always reach me. It's just my email, my name, christydcoco@altago.com, ALTAGO.com. So feel free anytime.
And Chris,
Reach out.
just a question about your timing.
Yes.
You had said you're going to announce the preferred plan before you go into detailed design.
Yes.
What is the timeline of us hearing about that?
For the preferred alternative. So at this point, that's probably going to be in the next 2 weeks, I would say. We will make that determination of the preferred alternative. And then from there, we will be addressing some of the comments that we got. And then it will probably be middle of February, maybe, before we're allowed to move into detailed design. It may be the end of February, beginning of March. Things are not happening as fast as they once were, just due to COVID and schedules and coordinating and things. So we're looking, yeah.
But our citizens can look forward to seeing on the town website that preferred plan announcement in the next 2-3 weeks or so.
Yeah, we may not have the final design report done. I think it'll be, let's see, what week are we in? It will be probably in that middle part of February. We'll have the final design report ready to go. All of the comments that we got will be included in that, and the responses, all the substantive comments will be included in there. So yeah,
Great.
the next
So
month is
about a
gonna be
month,
very busy.
about a month.
Yep.
So February is when we're going to see it. Great.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Thank you, everyone.
All right,
for
thank
having
you.
me.
Thank you, Christy.
You're
Thanks.
very welcome. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
So let's see, the next is this is a resolution establishing the Community Preservation Plan Advisory Board. This resolution has been posted on the town website, and it states that in accordance with town law 59-4, an advisory board is hereby established to review and make recommendations on proposed acquisitions of interest in real property using monies from the fund. That is a volunteer board comprised of 7 members, and that the terms shall be staggered. So this is all laid out in the law. We're following the law that we passed this spring to set up the Community Preservation Fund. And so I'd like to make a motion to pass this resolution.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
No, it's very excited we're doing it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One question, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So it's staggered. So similar to the way the planning board is set up, people will come off in 7-year increments from this advisory board.
Yes. So the way it's set up, the first year, when you first set these up, everyone gets appointed at the same time, but one person has a 7-year term, one person has a 6-year term, 5-year term, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then, whoever has a 1-year term will get, reappointed in a year from now, and then they'll have a 7-year term.
Okay, great.
And so that's in the law as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just
So-
add that I'm also very excited about this, and I'll add my eye to that other vote.
Okay. And
Were you
so
going to mention the names of
that's number 3. That's next. This is now we've created the board. Now we appoint members to the board.
Yep.
So that was unanimous. We're all in favor of that. And so we put next, this is the appointment of the Community Preservation Plan Advisory Board members. So we put out a call for volunteers. We advertised in the paper. We also reached out to some individuals. We needed, according to the law, we ideally have certain individuals that represent, active farmers, the county's agricultural board, someone from CWASP, someone, stuff like that, someone, from historic preservation, that this was all in the law. And so we reached out and we also advertised, and these are the people that have volunteered to come forward. And so we have 7 people that have applied. Carol Lee from CWASP, John Orfatelli from the Historic Preservation Commission, Peter Ferrante, who is an active farmer, very well respected in the community, Jim DeLon of the County Agricultural and Farmland Protection Board, also former director of Orange County Land Trust, kind of a win on many levels. John Gatto of CWASP, Michael Dimitrovitz, who has been active on boards in New Paltz in the past, and Ingrid Haeckel from ENCB. A lot of these people helped kind of usher this whole thing through, and I'm really glad they want to continue to be part of it. So that's the recommendation for the board. We've kind of laid out their terms, and I'd like to make a motion to put these people on the board.
second?
Discussion?
Yeah, I just want to say I think it's a really, really great group of people. I've had the pleasure of working with a lot of them through these committees or other town endeavors as well. And I'm really excited that we have such a high quality group of people who are willing to do this work for our town.
Yeah, this is basically, this is like a rock star committee. It really is. And why I'm really happy about that is because I really think that as the committee starts out, it's important to really set the tone for how this committee works. And I really think that this group will, they're all experienced. They've all done this sort of stuff before. I think that we're being set up for a really successful group. So I'm really excited, and I'm glad a lot of these people have all agreed to be on the committee. So thank you.
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yes.
I was just wondering, just for the sake of transparency, did we reach out to anybody of color or of like other ethnicity or Latinos or anybody for this committee? Really sustainability.
Not specifically, we advertise like we do for, most of the boards.
Okay, just curious.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And so I'd like to make a motion to appoint Carol Lee as the chair.
Second.
In discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And so this next one, this is in response to Governor Cuomo's, one of his executive orders. This is concerning the requirement for assessors to mail renewal applications to certain residents for different things that they have to mail them out, and people have to apply every year because of the pandemic. This is being, if you were in like some of these programs, you're automatically just re-enrolled unless there's a reason that you might not be, like you moved or sold your house or something like that. So this resolution has been posted to the town website. I'd like to make a motion to pass the resolution.
Second.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 And so the number 5 is a resolution setting the public hearing for 59 North Pot Water District Extension. This resolution has been posted on the town website. So I'd like to set the public hearing for January 21st, 2021 at 7 p.m.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and this is, we're moving very quickly, which is good, but, and Lucchese, Chief Lucchese is here. I'd like to make a motion to go into executive section to discuss matters of personnel. And with that, after I do that, I'm going to put people in the waiting room and I'm going to pause the meeting, and then we will come back out afterwards and let everyone back in, and then we will move forward with the meeting. So.
Do we actually want to, I don't mean to change the agenda as written here, but seeing that most of this is pro forma stuff, do we actually want to just finish the meeting and then go to executive session?
It'll be about, I bet, it won't be long. Chief, is that okay with you?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, I would prefer that. It just, I'm less stressed about getting out of executive session, and then we can actually have a longer discussion, and I won't try pushing you guys out like I normally do. So that'd be great. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda, items 7A through 7G.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And, okay, so this brings us to the reorganizational meeting agenda. So the full, 80 pages of this has been posted on the town website. Very little has changed from last year. I think we kind of have this down now. We've updated a few things, and I'll get to some of those that I actually did not update and I have to change in person, but most of this is the same. But so this is for number 1, I'd like to make a motion to approve item number 1, delegation of administrative duties to the supervisor.
Second?
And maybe just make it easier for Rosanna for the minutes, just say second or in your name.
Second, David.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And if people have discussion about any of this, just after the person seconds, you can just start discussing it, and then I don't have to say discussion every single time and wait. Are people okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, and so motion to approve item number 2, legal representation for the town.
Second, David.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve number 3, legal representation and consultants for the zoning board of appeals and the building department.
Second, Dan?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and so for number 3A, this is one of the ones I did not update. You'll see on there, it says George Rodenhausen. I'd like to change that to just say Rodenhausen, Chale, and Polidoro. So to represent the firm and not just an individual at the firm.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And for the other one, we needed to add, just like we have under building department, add Sutherland KWS Architecture, because the planning board uses them sometimes. And then for the alternate for the wetlands inspector, it lists Chazen, and that should say Chazen / Labella. I think they may be merging with Labella, and I just want to make sure we have the correct name in there. And so that's it. It's mostly just-
I'll second that as amended by Neil.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion to approve item 4, engineer for the town.
Second, Dan?
All in favor?
Aye.
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 4A, motion to approve the town board professional services.
Second, Dan?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 5, official newspaper.
Second, David.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve item number 6, investment of town funds.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 7, investment of tax revenues.
Second,
Second,
Dan.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 8, motion to approve 8 meeting dates.
Second, Julie.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve item 9, records management days.
Second, David,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Motion motion to approve item number 10, holidays.
Second, Dan.
All in favor?
Just a discussion item, just for clarification. Dan, I know you had made this resolution a couple years ago. Is it Lenape Day or is it Indigenous Peoples' Day?
The reason why we went with Lenape Day was because I thought it was important to recognize the specific Indigenous people that were here, which was the only reason why we did not just call it Indigenous People Day. So technically, we approved Lenape Day.
Thank you. Aye.
Aye. And let's see, motion to approve item 11, salaries.
Second, Dan.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve item 12, cash funds.
Second, David,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve conferences and meetings.
Second, David,
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve item 14, appointments.
Second, David,
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion to approve number 15, prepays.
Second, David,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve item 16, voucher due dates and audit schedule.
Second, Alex.
All in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Number 17, motion to approve town policies and fees, items A through N.
Second, Julie.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 That was very efficient. Better than the first time I did this. It was horrible. I had to read all of them. Anyway, so we're done with the reorg now, and we are, still no one has shown up yet. Don't expect people to show up, so this is for the no parking. I just want to ask one more time. There's nobody here, but there are no comments about no parking, the new parking law. Amendments that we're making. So I'd like to make a motion to adopt the no parking areas 133-17 as posted on the website.
Second, Dan.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. And so we can make a motion to go into executive session at 7:30.
Second.
And Rosanna, if you want, I can keep track of the time, and when we get out of the meeting, you don't have to stick around if you don't want to. I'm not sure how long we'll be in executive session. If that's okay, you should feel free to leave. And so with that, I'd like to, at 7:31, make a motion to go into executive session and invite the chief of police to join us to discuss
Second.
matters of personnel.
Second, David,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Okay,
Aye.
I'm going to pause the recording and I'm going to put some people in the waiting room. Okay, yes, I'm going to pause the recording now. I have unpaused the recording. It is 8:42. And we are now recording. And I would like to make a motion to come out of executive session and to retain the attorney Bob Fisher for legal matters.
Second, David.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And
Aye.
aye. And with that, I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:43.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, thank you, everyone. I'm going to pause the recording. And thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Thanks,
Be well,
everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.